All right, so I'm not actually going to go through the examples from method 2, but I am going to show you how to implement it. So you know how 20 divided by 4 is equal to 5, all right? So anytime that you have a division statement, there's a way of rethinking of it in terms of a multiplication statement. If you know that this divided by this is equal to that, well, what that means is that if you multiply these two, the divisor and the answer, you should get your bigger number, your dividend, okay? So if we know that 20 divided by 4 is equal to 5, then we also know that 4 multiplied by 5 is equal to 20. I'm going to leverage that fact to answer this question right here, okay? That's what I'm going to do. So this one, instead of just proving whether the two statements are equal, what I'm going to do is actually give you one that's multiple choice, since that's what your homework's over. What I want to do first is I want to use that little trick of plugging in 0 for x just to narrow down the answer options. All right, because I don't want to, what we're going to do is we're going to take this divisor and we're going to multiply it by each of these answer options to see which one gives us back the numerator. All right, so this is like 20 divided by 4 is equal to 5. So we're going to do 4 multiplied by 5 to get the original answer, the original top part, I guess. But first, let's make our lives a little simpler just by plugging in 0. If we plug in 0 for x on the top part, we're going to get 30 divided by negative 6 down here, and that is equal to negative 5. So if this is equal to negative 5, when we plug in 0 for x, then we should get a negative 5 down here when we plug in 0 for x. So this is going to narrow it down to b and d, all right? Because if you plug in 0 for x, you get negative 5. Same thing here. These you end up getting positive 5. So I know it's got to be either b or d. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take my divisor, x minus 6, and I'm going to multiply it by one of these answer choices. All right, this is a terrible, terrible process, but it is true. Anyway, so I'm going to do x minus 6 times this, and hopefully it all comes out to equal my numerator up here. Okay, so x times 4x squared is 4x to the third. X times the negative 3x is negative 3x squared. X in the 5 will be negative 5x. And then negative 6 in this will be negative 24x squared. Negative 6 and negative 3x will be a positive 18x. Negative 6 and negative 5 is a positive 30. Just got to combine the like terms here. Yes, I got so lucky. First try. Okay, 4x cubed. This one, which is an x squared, and that one, which is an x squared, those two, when you combine them, you're going to get your negative 27. And then these two, when you combine those, a negative 5 and a positive 18, that's where your 13x is coming from. 13x plus 30. All right, so that's how it works. I know it's like it's not as nice as that last method where we just plug in some random numbers for x, but this is an alternate method for solving these types of questions. And we will be doing something like this a little later. I'm going to go back through in another video and show you a harder example.